Good evening, everyone. This is Regional Vice President Justin Wilson, and I want to welcome you to our European Intouch web call. For those of you who are listening to the call for the first time, this is a web conference that will happen every month and will allow you to connect with the corporate leadership of ASEA. Once the conference is completed in English, we will translate it, and it will be available in all of the languages for all of our open countries. Listen, I could not be more excited about tonight's call. With us tonight, we are going to be pleased to hear from Founder and Vice Chairman of the Board, James Pack, as well as our ASEA Science Advisory Council Chairman, Dr. Gary Samuelson. What I'd like to do is just take a moment and review tonight's agenda. First of all, I'll take a few minutes to talk about how to qualify for our exciting Earn Your Way to Convention promotion, which will allow ASEA associates in Europe to earn a free trip to our 2013 convention in San Diego. We'll also hear a new report on the ASEA Science from Dr. Gary Samuelson, and we'll also be able to hear a recap from a recent founder tour with James Pack. Let me begin by talking about our Earn Your Way to Convention promotion. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this specific promotion because it allows you as an associate here in Europe, only in Europe, to qualify to attend our 2013 convention, which is the biggest event in the history of ASEA. With this promotion, you are able to earn your way there for free. In fact, let me recap some of the details of this great promotion. The qualification period will run from April 20th to July 26th. Qualifiers that reach this promotion will be able to receive airfare to San Diego and 3 nights hotel at the ASEA 2013 convention. This is a value of up to over $2,000. Including convention registration, you'll also have a gala ticket and a dinner cruise with the founders in lovely San Diego. Now, our Level 2 qualifiers for this promotion will also be able to bring a guest with them on this incredible trip. So in order to qualify between the period of April 20th and July 26th, you still have plenty of time. Your goal is to increase your personal group volume through 4 levels, or as we like to refer to it, PGV4, by 14,000 points over an 8-week benchmark period. For Level 2, you want to qualify, you want to increase your PGV4 by 18,000 points, which will allow you to bring a guest with you on this trip. Now, the way that we determine the benchmark is by averaging the last 8 weeks of your PGV4, or for this promotion, it would be from February 22nd to April 19th. That will give us a weekly average of your personal group volume through 4 levels. So let's say your weekly average is 800 points per week. Your goal is to stretch yourself a little bit over that average 800 points. So, for instance, if in one given week you were to have 1,200 points, this would add 400 points to your total goal that you are looking to achieve. At the end of this 14-week qualification, you want that total of all of those points to reach at least 14,000 points for you to qualify at Level 1. And again, at Level 2, if that total has reached 18,000 points, you'll be able to bring a guest with you. Now remember, no more than 50% of that total can come from one sponsorship leg. The great thing is that you have reports that are available to you right now at earndiscover.asea.net, and this is available in all of our open European market languages. I want to encourage each of you to stretch yourselves and to set personal goals for you to be able to reach this incredible promotion. This is one of those events that will absolutely change your life and will be something that you will never forget. So I encourage you to look at your business as it sits today, to set personal goals for yourself, things that are attainable that you can do every day to add to your qualification. If I were in your position, I would look for ways. A good way to reach these points is to simply sponsor new people into your team and to help them develop. Remember, you get those points through 4 levels of that sponsorship tree. So the more new team members that you're able to add to your business will help you to reach towards this incredible goal. Listen, to change gears a little bit, At ASEA, we are committed to advancing the science behind this great product. And there are so many exciting things that are happening. Tonight, we have a very special opportunity to hear from one of the key individuals behind this research. It is my great pleasure to welcome to our call tonight Dr. Gary Samuelson.
Thank you, Justin. It's a pleasure for me to be here. I'm excited to be able to report on some of the new scientific findings that we have just been made available to us through the Experimental Biology Conference in the group that is in the Human Performance Lab, North Carolina, headed by Dr. David Neiman. I am very pleased to be able to say that I've talked with Dr. Neiman, and he is indeed a scientist of a very high caliber, is interested in scientific development and interested in understanding this product and the influence and effect that it has on living organisms. When talking with Dr. Neiman, I found that he's very interested in understanding, first of all, what the components of the ASEA product are. And so in his poster that was presented at the Experimental Biology Conference, one of the first things that he mentions is that he has looked at the components of the ASEA beverage and has found that they contain these very reactive superoxides and other elements that are called redox signaling molecules, or signaling molecules in our system. This is a very significant finding because up to now there has never been a stable composition of these molecules, especially the superoxides that exist in solution. And so we indeed are now on groundbreaking science, studying what the effects of these redox signaling molecules then have on physiology, on human physiology. Another thing that he was very concerned with is the safety of the human participants in his studies. And so he went through a very comprehensive review on the safety. And we found that, or he found that through him and his internal review boards, that ASEA is perfectly safe for human consumption in animals and plants and all forms of biology. In fact, there has never been an indication of toxicity, and so he is very careful when he goes about these scientific examinations to make sure that all of the participants are safe. Now, the scientific work that I'd like to be able to tell you about today, the new ones that have just come out in this past few months, are the effects of the ASEA beverage intake on the endurance performance of mice. And so in order to understand how the ASEA beverage affects our physiology, Dr. Neiman has specifically focused in on how it affects the metabolism. Our metabolism is very important, of course, to the functioning of our bodies. In our metabolism, we have two sources of fuel. One is carbohydrates and sugars, and those are digested into simple sugars that provide the immediate fuel source for our body. And part of that also is stored away in our muscle cells as glycogen, and these simple sugars then are available to our muscles immediately for the energy that we need. There's another fuel source it's very important. In fact, it's the primary fuel source of almost all of the energy we use, and that is fatty acids. These fatty acids then are stored in our body, in our fat stores, and they also come in through our foods. And they provide another source, in fact, the primary source of energy that we use. About 80% of the energy we use during the day is through the fatty acid stores. And and so this is an extremely important store of energy in our body. Now, these fatty acids then also are built up from the sugars, the excess sugars that are in our body. So if we're not immediately able to use excess sugars, they are converted over into fatty acids. And so Dr. Neiman wanted to look at this metabolic cycle to make sure that, or to see how the ASEA beverage then was affected our metabolism, and found some very interesting things. He took 60 mice in this experiment and broke them into two groups. One was an ASEA group, and over the period of 1 week, this group drank ASEA, and the other one was a placebo group that over the period of the same week drank saltwater solution. And then these mice then were implanted with some very special microtubes that are able to take fluids out of their muscles, and then placed on little treadmills, and were then caused to run to exhaustion on these treadmills. And one of the first and most interesting findings that he saw was that the mice that had been in the ASEA group were able to run 29% longer before they became exhausted. And this is a very significant finding. As he mentioned, the mice just don't run 29% longer for nothing. They have real physiological reasons why this is happening in the body. Now, in his further investigations, he looked into then several of the indicators or several of the enzymes inside the metabolism that help in the metabolism of fatty acids. And the beta-HAD enzyme was measured, and that was one that helps to convert fatty acids into energy inside this beta oxidation cycle inside our metabolism. And there's no differences seen. But phosphorylated ACC, which helps regulate how much fatty acid goes into this metabolic cycle, actually was changed. And so part of the investigation, or part of the conclusions that we might be able to derive from this, is that when ASEA is present, fatty acids and other forms of energy are more efficiently able to be converted and used inside the body. Now, if this is true, then the hypothesis is that the glycogen stores, the stores of energy, immediate energy that are available to our muscles, will be spared. That the body will use fatty acids preferentially, and glycogen will be spared. And this was another finding, or significant finding in the study, that the depletion of glycogen in the muscles of these animals in the study was 30% less than the ASEA control, than the placebo control group. So the ASEA group actually depleted their glycogen stores less rapidly. This is a very important finding, and it helps us understand. Glycogen stores, if we were to put them all together in our human body, would only provide enough energy to run maybe an hour or less than an hour, where the fatty acid stores in a typical human body would allow enough energy for us to run over 20 marathons without stopping and still have some energy left over. So the glycogen stores that are needed are spared when our body is more efficiently able to use these fatty acids. And this is a very important thing, to have more available energy to fuel the activities that we participate in. And it doesn't necessarily mean athletic activities. There's a general health benefit also related to having more available energy. our body is doing different things all day long that we don't even notice. They require energy. Our immune system is fighting off pathogens, for example. Our body is repairing and replacing damaged cells and carrying on this repair process that helps our muscles also to become repaired after athletic exertion. So all of these processes that require energy in the body can actually be beneficially affected by having more available energy to us. And I think that this is one of the largest or most important possibilities or results in the conclusions that Dr. Neiman's study makes, is that we have seen that when ASEA in an animal, in mice, is consumed, that the mice have more available energy. They can run 29% longer. They have more stores of glycogen in their muscle cells, and then the enzymes that help this beta oxidation cycle of fatty acids are also somewhat shifted, at least those which help regulate the fatty acid utilization. So we've seen some very interesting things in this study. I hope that I was able to explain it in an understandable way, and so you can see also that there are great benefits also from the available excess energy that we can obtain from drinking ASEA. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Gary. That was so exciting. This is Jim Pack, by the way, one of the founders of ASEA. Gary, that was so exciting to understand in greater detail some of the new science findings. I want you to know that it makes me extremely proud to be associated with people like yourself and Dr. Neiman and a company that is really putting a priority on science. This is really first-class science that makes me excited. We're absolutely committed as founders, Vertus and myself and Tyler, to unlocking the secrets of ASEA. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. In a conversation I had with Dr. Neiman, he said, we are on a very exciting journey to understand just how fabulous this new product is and the science implications on the human body that this product has. We're seeing that all around the world. We have a commitment to continue to invest in world-class research to understanding the secrets of ASEA and just how amazing this product is and how it's going to affect people in a very positive way all around the world. We're just growing this. We're making the commitment to enlist every resource we can for one purpose, and that's to help our associates grow their businesses with the express result of having ASEA benefit people worldwide. So again, Gary, thank you very much, and thank you to Dr. Neiman. You know, I had the opportunity to do a tour in Europe just last month in Budapest and Barcelona and London, and I just want everyone in the entire ASEA community to know that our ASEA associates are so tight. We are a family. You know, we care about each other, and we really want to do the right thing in helping people understand the benefits of ASEA, the benefits of the business they can have in their lives, and we're totally committed to doing this. We're thrilled to welcome, by the way, Sweden and Belgium to our ASEA family. We're going to be holding grand opening events and opportunity meetings to celebrate both of these new countries. June 4th, the Belgium grand opening and ribbon cutting event in Brussels. Don't miss that if you're even in the area. On June the 6th, the Founders Opportunity Meeting in London. By the way, I was in London and got to know so many of our new associates there, as well as our old ones. It's just going to be a wonderful opportunity to see everyone again. On June 8th, the Sweden grand opening and ribbon cutting event. That'll be in Gothenburg, Sweden. And June 10th, we're going to have an opportunity meeting in Stockholm. So we're going to cover that very large country as completely as we can. These will be historic events. You don't want to miss them. If you're anywhere in the area, I would encourage everyone to attend if you even live close to one of those new markets. It's going to be very exciting. I want to personally thank every one of our hardworking associates to help Vertus and I reach our goals in growing this company so that we can benefit people by sharing the secrets of ASEA with everyone. It's exciting to be doing business with you. I hope you're just as excited and proud to do doing business with us. Thank you very much. Goodbye.